Mike's Daily Podcast.
Episode 1169. Hello, it's Mike Matthews broadcasting from Cafe Anyway, located somewhere in Podcastro Valley, Mont. And I think I had something. I said yesterday that it was that the number 1168 was my birthday, but actually it's my birth month of the year 68. Now that we've cleared that up, let's start the show.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Oh, wait, it started? It's hard for me to deal with the fact that the show has started.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
And today we're going to hear from Chely Shoehart, Floyd the Floorman, and John Deere. He's an engineer, and I fear Labor Day's done. I had so much fun. I had a barbecue, delicious burger made for me from a friend. You maybe had one too.
Mike's Daily Podcast.
Yeah, he made this great, and then he got Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Mike's
on
Daily
Blu-ray
Podcast.
You need to watch that.
Yeah.
On Blu-ray. Everybody looks like they're still alive. It looks like it was made yesterday, the movie, when you watch it on Blu-ray. And Gene Wilder is just so good in that. And you could not make that movie today. The way the kids are just being... He hurls these insults at the kids, and the Oompa Loompas hurl insults. I mean, it's not like Bad News Bears type of insults, but it's funny. I mean, the fact that they point out the TV... the cowboy kid shouldn't be addicted to the TV, and the girl that chews on the gum all the time, and Baruch assaults a brat. They talk about being a brat. Oh, it's the parents' fault. That's why she's a brat. Oh, great stuff. Why did Tim Burton even try? So we have today the segment called "This is Interesting" about an interesting person who recently passed away. No, not Gene Wilder, but someone a little less liked, shall we say. And there was this thing going on this weekend now I talked about the play. The play was awesome, except for the one actor that I'm getting a little tired of. I figured out why the actor annoys me that I've seen in 3 plays now. When he delivers... Oh, look, who just walked in. When he delivers his lines, he doesn't deliver them to the actor that he's having the scene with. He delivers it to the audience. And he makes sure, when he delivers his line, to look at the audience and say it. And he's done 3 different roles. And every single time... Oh, one of them, he was one of the main characters in The Great Gatsby. Another one, he was a sea monster. And I forget what the other one was. He owns some kind of dollar store or something. And every single time he delivers his lines right to the audience. So I don't know if someone said, hey, act like that. This is the way to act. Deliver your lines to the audience instead of to the character. But to me, it doesn't seem very real. But look who just walked in. Speaking of real. Hello, I'm Chely Shoehart. I'm real. Yeah, you're totally real. Do you like Willy Wonka? Beautiful movie, Mike Matthews. Absolutely top-notch. Oh, look who else just walked in. Oh, Mike, it's Floyd the Floorman. And this is John Deere, the engineer, Mike. We are so sad Labor Day is done. Yeah, Labor Day is gone. And we move on to... Oh, the news is all about Laos. And Obama going to Laos, and that leader of the Philippines, he's a nutcase. He insulted Obama. And said something like if Obama came to the Philippines, he would... Philippines! He would cuss at him. Philippines is so scary right now. They've got these death squads going on. That the police... that are affiliated with the police, and they're going out and they're just killing... They've got... they're trying to get rid of their drug problem by just killing everyone. Even if you're not anyone affiliated with the drug industry, you're going to get killed. It's terrible. So, but on a lighter note, I was going, dang it, why can't this stupid thing come up on my computer? I must say, I'm very impressed. The guy that I produced the talk show for, he'll have his stories on the computer, and And I've watched as the computer crashed, and he was able to keep doing his show without going, "You stupid computer!" I mean, he just cools a cucumber. Very impressive. Why in the Bay Area do people not pull over? Like, there are trucks that just stop in the middle of a road, causing all kinds of danger with cars having to get around it and going into oncoming traffic lanes. And people just stop and they turn on their hazard lights, thinking that makes it all okay and that they're invisible and that somehow that makes it. Pull the blank over. Pull over. Bay Area, pull over. I was going to talk to the millennials yet again. The younger generation has so much promise. There's so much optimism. And there's a thing I am seeing a lot of, and we've known this for a long time, about the smartphones. And smartphones are only becoming more and more enthralling and interesting to us. But the way... And it's millennials looking at their smartphones and not looking up and talking to you. Seinfeld, about 5 years ago, I saw him in concert, and he called it the slow head down, I think is what he called it. It's like someone talking to you, but they got their smartphone in their right hand, and they're going, yeah, and then they do the slow head down, where they look down to their smartphone. So my comment to millennials and anyone else addicted to their smartphones, there are people, Gen Xers like myself, that are addicted to them. Don't do that. Put it away. Put it in the pocket. Engage with the people, with the world. Put the Pokemon Go away. Engage with the world. I am happy, though. I did speak to quite a few millennials over the weekend that never played Pokemon Go, that saw it was stupid from the get-go, and I applaud them. Oh, where's my applause? Well, you'll just have to believe me that I applaud them. Oh, there it is. Wonderful. Mike'sDailyPodcast.com is the wonderful place to go to find the links to the Amazon and all that. If you want to buy anything on Amazon, go through Mike'sDailyPodcast.com first. Buy whatever it is you're going to buy, and it helps us out. There's also a link to the PayPal. And if you'd like to donate to the show, you'll get a special greeting from all the Cafe Anyway characters. And there's also the podcast picture. And speaking of which...
And here's today's podcast picture.
The podcast picture today. Looking out over towards the peninsula from the East Bay. Over there at the Hayward Regional Shoreline. And I think I'm looking at San Mateo, covered in cloud. Which often it is around this time of year. The summer winds down. It's so depressing. Why do we say summer winds down? We should just say fall is revving up! Yay, fall! Leaves are going to fall. It's wonderful. We're going to have pumpkins everywhere. Pumpkin spice is back. Somebody posted that on their Facebook. Pumpkin spice is back! They were so excited about their local coffee place having pumpkin spice. Whoop-de-doy. And you know, that picture there is at Mike'sDailyPodcast.com, a picture of the water, and there's a sunset. And I like to take lots of pictures of water, it's true. I like that. It's a Bay Area thing, though. We got a lot of bay. And we should enjoy it. And not fill it in. And put more housing, as some people want to do. I call them nuts. And then there's the past interviews and everything there at Mike'sDailyPodcast.com. Okay, time for This Is Interesting.
This is interesting.
Wow, this is interesting.
It's pretty interesting.
Phyllis Schlafly. She died yesterday, 92. She helped defeat the Equal Rights Amendment. Thank you, Phyllis Schlafly, for not wanting equal rights. Yep. She's also the founder of the Eagle Forum. Trump loves her. She loved Trump. She rose to national attention in 1964 for her self-published book. Hey, way to go for publishing your own book, Phyllis. There's so many women in their 90s named Phyllis. That was a big name back 90 years ago. Her book was called A Choice Not an Echo, which became a manifesto for the far right, this according to MSN. The book, which eventually sold 3 million copies, chronicled the history of the Republican National Convention and is credited for helping conservative Senator Barry Goldwater of Arizona earn the 1964 GOP nomination, which he was defeated by Lyndon Johnson, who passed many voter rights, all kinds of great things. He passed the voter rights law, the civil rights laws, etc. I don't have them all on the top of my brain because my history books. They're somewhere in storage. I gotta go get them out. She later helped lead efforts to defeat the proposed constitutional amendment that would have outlawed gender discrimination. Oh, that's so nice of her. She galvanized the party's right. She told the Associated Press about 10 years ago that perhaps her greatest legacy was the Eagle Forum, which she founded in '72 in suburban St. Louis. I've taught literally millions of people how to participate in self-government, she said. The Eagle Forum pushes for low taxes, a strong military, and English-only education. The group is against efforts, it says, are pushed by radical feminists, or that she doesn't want the encroachment on U.S. sovereignty. She doesn't want guest worker visas. It described the Equal Rights Amendment as having had, quote, a hidden agenda of tax-funded abortions and same-sex marriages. So you see where she comes from, or came from. She's gone now. Then the Eagle Forum said that Schlafly is an iconic American leader whose love for America was surpassed only by her love of God and her family. Well, as I mentioned, my history books are in storage. I did not know about her till today. But apparently she's an iconic American leader, right up there with Lincoln. Her focus from her earliest days until her final ones was protecting the family, which she understood as the building block of life. Oh my God. So just saying that sentence, I can't read any more about this. That's whatever. I feel bad for her family, but she made it to 92. I hope I'm as lucky. As we go outside a cafe anyway, we're bringing Mike's Daily Podcast somewhere in Podcastro Valley. Wow. So that's, I'm sure on the conservative talk radio stations, they're going to talk all about her today and about Obama and Laos, saying basically that he's going to increase funding to Laos because of all the bombs we dropped there. And they're going to probably just be like railing against him the whole day about that because they got nothing else to talk about. But in the end, they hate Trump, conservative talk show hosts, most of them anyway. But they hate Hillary even more, so that's what it comes down to. And they should just disclaim that at the beginning of every one of their shows. Yeah, we don't want Hillary to win, so here we go, and start their show. But Hillary's got a new plane, so nah. Next show, it's going to be, I'm not going to have a new plane. I'm just going to have a new podcast, and I hope it's a good one. So stick around for that. Come back to wherever you're listening to me now for the next show, which is going to have Benita, the Disgruntled Fiddle Player, and the Brewmaster.
Mike's Daily Podcast is written and produced and performed by Mike Matthews. His podcast is super easy to find. Download or listen to his show and read his blog at mikesdailypodcast.com. Email Mike now at mikesdailypodcast@gmail.com. See you tomorrow. Bye!